no one ever heard from him again. Since that day, their lives had always been filled with poverty. Their fields had cracked from drought. The chickens no longer laid eggs, and only an old cow remained in the barn. But the villagers still whispered to each other about that stormy night. The wind was tearing tiles from the rooftops, and thunder roared across the sky. Jack's father took out a crumpled map from the chest in the corner of the house.
Are you looking at that map again?
This map shows 2 great beanstalks. One of them is said to be filled with gold. If I can find it, Jack will never be hungry again.
Please don't go. The storm is very strong and the roads are dark.
Just at that moment, the door burst open with a loud noise. Out of the rain, a bearded man in a long cloak appeared. Water was dripping down his back, and he was holding a pouch very tightly in his hand.
So, you found the map.
And who are you?
The man adjusted the collar of his cloak and walked inside with slow, heavy steps.
This path is very dangerous. Take the seeds in the pouch and grow them.
No, it doesn't work just by working. I've tried.
You didn't try hard enough.
No matter what happens, I will take this path for my family. Nothing can turn me back.
Then go. But remember, money earned without hard work does not bring good results.
The mysterious man swung his cloak and vanished into the mist with a howling wind. The father, his mind completely confused, left the house without taking the map. And after that night, he never returned home again. Years later, one morning, Jack woke up with his stomach growling. While searching for food in the house, he found an old chest. The chest was very dusty. Inside it, there was a map with torn pages.
Mom, what is this on the map?
This map never brought us any luck, my child. Your father went to find the beanstalks on this map and never came back.
What do you mean? Are the gold-filled beanstalks on this map real?
We will never know. Please put that map away, Jack.
Jack carefully folded the map and put it back into the chest.
Let's eat something, Mommy.
His mother lowered her head and said there was no food left in the house. They had no choice but to sell the cow. Jack did not want this at first, but he agreed so as not to upset his mother. He set out for the market with the cow tied to a rope. As the road went on, the sky grew dark and the wind grew stronger. Just then, an old man with a long beard and a cloak appeared before him. In his palm, he was holding 5 shiny beans. He said Jack should sell him the cow, and in return, he would give him the beans.
How can that be? I have to give a big cow for beans?
You never know where wealth will come from, my boy.
The man shrugged carelessly, swung his cloak, and turned his back. Jack hesitated for a moment, but a small hope appeared inside him. He stopped the man, gave him the cow, took the beans, and returned home. When his mother saw him, she ran to him at once, her eyes shining with worry.
Jack, how much gold did you sell the cow for?
Jack hesitated a little.
Not gold, Mommy. 5 beans. Just 5 beans.
The woman's face froze for a moment as she tried to understand what had happened.
What? Just a few seeds?
Mommy, please listen. The man said we could become rich with these seeds.
His mother narrowed her eyes and took a deep breath.
Jack, what have you done? That cow was our last chance.
Jack could not say anything in return to his mother's sadness.
These are completely useless.
The beans fell into a hole in the garden and mixed with the soil. Jack went sadly to his room and fell asleep with his stomach growling. When morning came, he heard a strange sound from outside. When he ran into the garden, he could not believe his eyes. Outside, a giant beanstalk was rising all the way up to the sky.
Could this be the tree shown on the map?
Excitedly, he began to climb the beanstalk. The house grew very small below him, and clouds surrounded him. He saw something shining like gold on a branch, and as he reached for it, his foot suddenly slipped. Just as he was about to fall, the sky darkened and a giant hawk swooped down and caught him. Jack screamed in fear, thinking the hawk would eat him.
Let me go! Please let me go! Mommy, help!
But the hawk was not angry. It looked calm instead. While Jack cried with sobs, the hawk wrapped its shiny brown wings around him. The wings were so warm that in that moment, Jack felt peace, as if he were in his father's arms. The hawk circled the sky for a while, then slowly descended. It placed Jack on a thick branch of the beanstalk he had climbed. It turned for a moment as if nodding in farewell, then spread its huge wings and disappeared. Stubborn like his father, Jack kept climbing, breathless, eager to finish what he had started. He reached the very top. Above the clouds, there was a giant land. In the distance, a huge mansion could be seen. Its towers rose through the clouds, and a yellow light flickered in its windows.
Could the gold be here, I wonder?
Jack walked up to the door of the mansion. And knocked. A giant woman opened the door. Her eyes were so big that Jack swallowed in fear.
What do you want?
I am very hungry. I haven't eaten anything for days.
I can give you something to eat, my child, but my husband does not like humans at all. You will eat and leave right away, promise?
Of course I will, but why doesn't your husband like human?
That is a long story. Come inside now, be quick.
The giant woman let Jack inside and gave him a piece of bread. So hungry, Jack swallowed the bread in one bite.
So tasty. Is there a little more bread?
The woman felt sorry for Jack. As she looked for more bread, the ground began to shake violently.
Oh no, my husband. We must hide you right away.
She grabbed Jack at once and hid him inside the oven. The giant man came inside and sniffed around with his huge nostrils.
I smell a human.
His voice was so loud that the plates on the walls shook and the spider webs on the ceiling swayed. The woman quickly fixed the apron she was wearing and showed the meat she had bought from the town that morning.
I bought fresh meat this morning. That is the smell.
The giant narrowed his eyes and looked around suspiciously. He lifted his nose and sniffed deeply. His breath was so strong that even the embers in the fireplace moved. Jack held his breath in fear. His heart was pounding in his ears. For a moment, he saw the giant's shadow reach right up to the tip of his nose. Jack did not even dare to swallow from fear. As the giant walked toward him with booming steps, it sounded as if stones were being crushed. With every step, the ground shook and the pots on top of the oven rattled. Jack curled up tightly where he was hiding, pulling his knees to his chest.
I smell a human.
Luckily, at that moment, a small chicken flapped its wings and fluttered about, distracting the giant. The chicken jumped onto the table and clucked once or twice. The giant looked at the chicken for a moment, then scratched his forehead and sniffed. The woman quickly stepped in front of the giant without missing the chance. She showed him the delicious food on the tray.
Look, your delicious meaty meal is ready. Don't let it get cold.
Grumbling, he sat at the table and ate his meal heartily. With every bite, the table creaked and the plates shook. Then he took the gold pouch out of his pocket.
1 gold. 2 gold. 3 gold. 4 gold. 9 gold.
Soon his voice grew heavy and his eyelids drooped. The giant fell asleep, snoring loudly. Hearing the giant's deep snores, Jack quietly slipped out of the oven. With every breath the giant took, the ground shook, his chest rising and falling like a mountain. Jack's eyes were drawn to the gold on the table, and he slowly crept closer. At that moment, he locked eyes with the giant woman. The woman signaled with her hands, "Hurry up!" Jack nodded and slung the sack over his shoulder. When the sound of the gold echoed in the room, he held his breath and looked at the giant's face. The giant's eyelids were still closed, and another deep snore came from his nose. Jack ran toward the beanstalk with the sack. His heart was beating fast, and he was climbing down, drenched in sweat. When he finally set foot on the ground, his knees trembled, but a big smile was on his face. When he opened the door of the house, his mother was sitting by the window with eyes red from crying.
Mommy, look.
Jack tossed the sack in front of his mother. When the sack opened, the hut filled with golden light. His mother was so shocked that she didn't know what to do.
Where did you find all this gold, my son?
Jack told everything. The beanstalk in the sky, the mansion above the clouds, the giant. Sometimes his mother laughed. Sometimes she cried. That night, they drank hot soup by the stove and talked for a long time. But days days passed, and the gold ran out. One morning, as Jack looked at the beanstalk, his mother stood before him.
No, Jack, I cannot let you go to that terrible giant again.
There is no food left, Mommy. I have to do this.
He will leave me just like your father did.
Mommy, please don't cry. I promise I will be very careful. And no matter what happens, I will definitely come back.
Jack ignored his mother's objections and climbed the beanstalk again. When he reached the top, he went straight to the giant's mansion.
You took a whole sack of our gold. What do you still want?
I only want one chicken, the one that lays golden eggs. You must have plenty anyway.
No, this chicken is very precious to my husband. He does not share it with anyone. You should forget the golden egg chicken. I will give you some bread with seeds instead.
Jack did not even listen to what the woman said. In the blink of an eye, he darted around like a mouse, trying to catch the chicken. The giant woman chased after him, but she could not stop Jack. Just as Jack was about to catch the chicken, the sound of the giant's footsteps was suddenly heard. Jack quickly hid under the bed.
I smell a human.
The woman showed the chicken to distract the giant.
Our little chicken hasn't been laying any eggs lately, you know. It's probably running around too much and getting very tired.
What, really? Give her to me, then. Come on, my pretty chicken. Give me a golden egg.
The chicken immediately laid a shiny golden yellow egg.
Ha 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 ha! That's my clever chicken. Come on now, lay a few more.
The chicken started laying eggs.
See, look how it lays eggs. Perfect for us.
The giant began to count the eggs.
1 egg. 2 eggs. 3 eggs. 5 eggs.
And his eyes
9,
slowly
38,
closed, and he fell asleep. Jack quietly crawled out from under the bed. He grabbed the chicken and ran toward the door under the woman's angry gaze. Just as he was leaving, the chicken began to scream.
Help! Help! Help!
The giant woke up at the sound of the chicken and ran with thunderous steps. But Jack quickly escaped with the chicken and jumped onto the beanstalk. The sleepy giant could not catch up to him. At last, Jack managed to climb down with the chicken. He immediately showed his mother that the chicken laid golden eggs.
Look, Mommy, I told you I would come back safe and sound, and I came back with a chicken that lays golden eggs. Yee-haw!
A chicken that lays golden eggs? What is happening, Jack? Did you get permission? Oh yeah, did you steal it?
Come on, Mommy, just think. We will never suffer from poverty again.
All right, Jack, but promise me you will never go there again.
I promise, okay?
One morning, as lightning flashed, Jack secretly hid it from his mother and, driven by great greed, climbed the beanstalk once again. Up above, the air was foggier and the sky was rumbling. He quietly entered the giant's mansion. Inside, the sound of a harp echoed. A brightly shining golden harp was playing all by itself. Unable to resist, Jack touched the harp. Thinking it would be worth a lot of money, he wanted to take it with him as well.
Master, they are stalling me!
The giant leapt up in anger.
That boy again. This time, you will not escape me.
Jack ran with all his strength carrying the harp, but this time the giant was very fast.
Come here.
The stones of the corridor shook with the giant's steps, and echoes rose from the walls of the mansion.
Stop. Give me back my harp, or I will throw you down from the clouds.
You will never catch me.
Jack jumped onto the beanstalk, but this time the giant was fully awake. He tried to grab Jack's arm, his fingers coming dangerously close. Jack began climbing down quickly, but the weight of the harp threw him off balance.
No, I'm going to fall.
At that very moment, the giant winged hawk suddenly appeared in the sky. In surprise, Jack grabbed onto the hawk's back, and the two of them glided down together.
Thank you.
The great hawk had already disappeared into the clouds. As Jack neared the ground, he saw his mother running around the garden.
Jack, where have you been?
Mommy, look what I brought. A magic harp.
Just as Jack was showing the harp, his mother's eyes opened
Jack,
wide.
run! That giant is here.
He locked eyes with the giant at the top of the beanstalk.
Give me back my harp and my chicken.
The giant was shaking the beanstalk with one hand while trying to hold on with the other. Jack grabbed the axe and ran straight to the beanstalk.
Mommy, help me cut the beanstalk, or he will catch us both.
No, Jack, stop. Drop that axe right now without hurting anyone. Take whatever you want, but do not touch my son.
At that moment, the anger slowly faded from the giant's face. Calmly, he held onto the beanstalk and climbed down to the ground. Jack looked in surprise at the giant's huge, calloused hands. It turned out that the chicken and the harp were things the giant had earned through years of hard work. Once upon a time, the giant had been young. He used to wake up at first light and carry huge stones on his shoulders. With his big hands, he dug the soil and planted small saplings in his garden.
You see my hands, don't you, Jack? I worked in rain, snow, and sun. I built every stone of that mansion with my own labor. I made the harp with my own hands. The harp was enchanted and learned to speak as a reward for that work. I found the chicken when it was little and raised it, and in return it began to lay golden eggs. You see, Jack, I did all of this with my own sweat, and for years people have set their eyes on everything I have.
Jack's throat tightened, and he felt very sad.
I understand now what a big mistake I made. I am very sorry.
Jack slowly placed the chicken in front of the giant. The giant looked at them for a while. He slowly placed a pouch in Jack's palm.
What is this? Is it gold inside? I can't accept this. I will work and earn it myself.
That is the right thing to do. It took me years to learn that greed is a bad thing. Don't waste so much time learning it. What's inside the pouch is not gold, but something far more valuable.
Thank you. Your wife is a very kind person too. Please give her my greetings.
Ahaha, of course.
The giant turned and walked toward the beanstalk with heavy steps. As Jack and his mother watched from behind, the giant disappeared into the clouds. Jack sat down on the ground and opened the pouch. Indeed, there was no gold inside, only a few shining seeds.
What did he give you?
An opportunity. This time, I won't steal to win. I will work.
Jack worked the soil for days, planted the seeds the giant had given him, and waited patiently. Every morning he asked his mother, "Will it sprout today?" And every evening he checked the soil. Days passed, rain fell, and the sun came out. Jack never gave up. One morning, a bright green sprout suddenly came out of the soil. Jack ran over, knelt down, and touched the sprout. Smiling to himself, he thought, "This is the reward for my hard work." His mother came over and touched his shoulder.
Now you know, Jack.
Jack lifted his head and looked up at the sky.
Yes, Mommy, I know. True wealth is not in the sky. It is hidden in a person's hard work.
At that very moment, the sky shone once more. Streamed through the clouds, a familiar silhouette with giant wings appeared. It was the hawk. It slowly spread its wings and glided toward the clouds where the giant had disappeared, greeting Jack and his mother with its shadow. Jack looked after it for a long moment and smiled. He felt that he was on the right path, because from then on, he trusted not a beanstalk reaching into the sky, but his own hard work